tonight, Maria decided, would be different. The decision was made, the research was done, the path was clear. Tomorrow, she would finally start. No more excuses, no more delays. She felt the familiar spark of a new beginning, a promise made to her own soul in the quiet of the night. But then, the program ran. The same program that ran last night and the night before that. The old familiar current of distraction, of numbness, of just for a minute. A minute becomes an hour. The promise fades. The spark dies. And tomorrow becomes just another today. Why haven't you changed? Let's be honest with ourselves. This isn't Maria's story. It's your story. It's the story of the book you haven't written, the diet you'll start on Monday, the meditation practice that lasted 2 days, the toxic pattern you swore you'd break. You know what you need to do. You have decided 1,000 times. So why? Why did your resolve vanish when you need it most? What is this invisible force that holds you hostage even when the door to your cage is wide open? The answer is not a lack of willpower. The truth is far more disturbing.
You have been told a lie. A foundational lie that keeps the entire system of self-help and motivation in business. The lie is that you are the one in control, that you are the driver of your own life. The reality is far closer to this. For most of your day, you are not the driver. You're a passenger on a train whose tracks were laid down years ago, moving in a direction you do not consciously choose. Neuroscience has a name for this. It's called an automaticity, a habit. A habit is not just something you do. It is a decision that has become so efficient, so practiced, that it no longer requires your conscious mind to execute. It has become code, a program running in the background of your operating system, and it runs without your permission. You don't decide to feel anxious when your boss sends a one-word email. The anxiety program runs automatically. You don't decide to reach for your phone the moment you feel a pang of boredom. The distraction program runs automatically. You don't decide to doubt yourself before a big opportunity. The self-sabotage program runs automatically. You are living your life on autopilot, believing you are flying the plane.
So why does the autopilot keep overriding your conscious decisions? Why does the old program always seem to win? Because change in the human brain is not a single event. It is a symphony that requires 3 distinct sections to play in harmony. First, there is the prefrontal cortex, the conductor. This is the what. This is your logical mind. It analyzes, compares, and decides. This behavior is no longer serving me. I want something new. This is Maria closing her laptop, deciding to start a business. Second, there is the limbic system, the orchestra's heart. This is the why. This is your emotional core. It is the source of motivation, of desire, of the raw energy needed to fuel the change. It is the deep dissatisfaction with the present and the burning hunger for a different future. And third, there is the motor cortex, the musicians. This is the how, the part that executes the action. It is the physical movement of getting up, of writing the business plan, of making the sales call. Here is the problem. Your logical mind can make a decision, but if your emotional why is not strong enough, or if it is in conflict with a deeper subconscious why, like the why of staying safe and comfortable, the signal never gets enough energy to reach the musicians. The action never happens. And when you repeat a behavior, like scrolling on your phone instead of working on your dream, over and over again, something else happens. The process becomes an automatism. It bypasses the conscious mind entirely. The trigger, boredom, fear, sends a direct signal to the action, scrolling. You don't think, you just repeat. The program is now in charge.
So, what is this program? Where did it come from? It is not a flaw in your hardware. It is a piece of software that was installed a long, long time ago. It is an image, an old, unquestioned emotional image, buried so deep in your subconscious that you don't even know it's there. You are not fighting a bad habit. You are living out the script of an old image. An image of yourself as not good enough, imprinted in a moment of childhood criticism. An image of the world as a dangerous place, imprinted by the anxieties of your parents. An image of love as something that always ends in pain, imprinted by your first heartbreak. You are trying to escape a prison cell, desperately searching for the key without realizing that the prison is not around you. The prison is the image. And the key has been in your pocket the entire time. This is where the spiritual science of Emmett Fox becomes a lifeline. He taught that we are constantly moving toward our dominant mental image. The great law of your being is this: you become like the thing you contemplate all day long. But here is the question that changes everything. Who or what chose what you contemplate?
Let's do a thought experiment. Imagine you desperately want to go to Hawaii. You talk about it. You dream about it. You tell your friends, I want to feel the sun on my skin, to hear the ocean. But you never check the price of a plane ticket. You never look up hotels. You never save a single dollar for the trip. Do you really want to go to Hawaii? Or do you just enjoy the feeling of wanting to go? This is the great illusion of desire. Your reality is not punishing you by withholding your desires. Your reality is a perfect, flawless mirror showing you exactly what your dominant thoughts and beliefs truly are. It is reflecting back to you the image you hold in your mind, not the words you say with your mouth. If you hold the image of, I can't afford it, the mirror will reflect the reality of lack. If you hold the image of, I'll do it someday, the mirror will reflect a reality of perpetual waiting. Your life is not a punishment, it is a feedback system. It is constantly showing you the contents of your own consciousness. The stagnation you feel is not a wall, it is a mirror, reflecting an inner image of stillness and fear you have been contemplating for too long.
So, how do you change the reflection? You don't. You turn away from the mirror and change the self that is being reflected. You do not resist the old program. Resistance is futile. It only gives it more of your energy. You make it obsolete. You do this by installing and running a new program with conscious, deliberate intent. This is the ultimate practical tool of spiritual mastery, as taught by Emmett Fox. It is the law of substitution. Your mind can only hold one dominant thought, one dominant image at a time. The new one, if held with conviction, naturally expels the old. You cannot entertain two opposite thoughts at the same time. The introduction of the new thought will automatically expel the old. Emmett Fox. You don't fight the darkness, you turn on the light. You don't fight the habit of procrastination. You deliberately contemplate an image of yourself as a focused, effective creator, and you act from that image, even if it's just for 5 minutes. You are replacing the dominant image. You are swapping out the old code for a new one.
This is how you begin. Not tomorrow. Now, with a simple, powerful, symbolic act of self-creation. Let's call it the observer's ritual. It's a practice to take back command of your inner world. Here is your instruction. Every night for the next 7 days, take 5 minutes. 1. Observe the automatic thought. Look back on your day and identify one automatic negative thought or behavior pattern. Write it down. For example, the thought that I am not disciplined enough. 2. Name the program. Look at the thought and name it for what it is. Old script, fear program, system conditioning. Say to yourself, I see you, but you are not me. 3. Choose the new image. Now create your new true image. What is the truth you choose to embody instead? Write it down as an I am statement. For example, I am the disciplined creator of my own reality. 4. Embody it with a physical symbol. It can be a post-it on your monitor, a mantra as your phone's lock screen, or a simple, intentional gesture like touching your heart and breathing in the new truth. This is how you begin to write the new story.
Maria, at the beginning of this story, did not need more motivation. She did not need another productivity hack. She needed to remember that she was not the character stuck in the loop. She is the author holding the pen. You are the author. Your life is not a fixed reality you must endure. It is a story you are writing, with every thought you choose to entertain. The old script is finished. The page is blank. What will you write next? Change your mental image, and you will change your world. To master this practice, download the free companion guide, The Inner Image Ritual, a spiritual guide to breaking the unconscious script and reclaiming your reality. The link is in the description. And if you're ready to go deeper into the nature of reality itself, watch our previous video. Reality is a mirror, and you are what it reflects.